I got this gorgeous message on Instagram and I was like, oh my goodness, yes, I got you. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, then it's just Heather Kerenza. You will find me super, super easily, but I'll also have it linked in the description bar down below. And also, if like this lady, you prefer to be kept anonymous, that is totally fine. I will always ask you before I share your message. Now, I know anybody who is younger than millennial will be going, guys, calm down. It's not that deep. We were entrenched in skinny jean life, okay? So be kind to us. It also took me a very long time to embrace the wide leg trouser. When it's a shape you're not used to styling, particularly when it came to shoes, I struggled for so long. And I'm not saying that I always get it right now. You will probably agree with me that there are occasions when I spectacularly miss. The boat has gone. I am not on it. But I like to think that I've come a long way. So if any of these tips and tricks can help, then fantastic.
Sublime!
So I'm going to furnish both this wonderful lady and your good selves with a whole week's worth of wide leg trouser outfits. And day one is a classic. I absolutely love these blue striped linen trousers from Abercrombie & Fitch. They are just my absolute favorite things. They kind of look like pajamas, but they're not, and that just makes me happy. But the reason I wanted to pull these ones as the first outfit is because if you are struggling to style wide leg trousers, particularly when it comes to the tops, you're probably going for the wrong length of t-shirt. In this example, okay? I always thought I preferred longer line tops, and generally speaking, I do. I don't always love wearing something a little bit cropped. There are days when my body's like, we're not doing that today, and I listen to her. But on the instances where, you know, it's something that I want to pull out my wardrobe, I love a t-shirt that basically hits me right on my belly button. This for me is a really, really flattering place to hit, okay? Because it shows that we've got a little bit of a waist, we've got a bit of shape, but particularly if it's something a bit boxy, you don't have to tuck it in. So it still feels like you're kind of loose and comfortable. And I just find super, super helpful. The other thing that I think looks a little bit better when you have that wider leg at the bottom is to have a t-shirt that is a little bit longer in the sleeves, either a little bit longer or completely sleeveless, bizarrely. But it just kind of helps with the proportions of it. And then when it comes to shoes, if they're really wide leg, which we'll get on to next, then I love a really chunky trainer. But when you've got something which is kind of straight / wide kind of a leg, I actually prefer a slimmer shoe. So that's why something like an Adidas Samba are just perfect, because they are chunky enough that they don't completely disappear. For example, a ballet flat, I don't think really works with wide leg trousers. Again, feel free to disagree, but my personal opinion. Whereas something really, really chunky with these trousers actually just doesn't quite look right. They're a bit too heavy. So something like this, that little middle ground, perfect. So day one, done. Okay, this outfit is the reason that I am not willing to give up on summer quite yet. Yes, I know it's really crinkly, okay? I ironed it this morning. I don't know why I bothered, but it's linen, so we can get away with it. This is a perfect example for me of a wide-legged, very sort of loose, billowy kind of an outfit, but that works because it is so. I think a lot of the time when we're wearing, you know, loose flowy things on the bottom or the top, we're then told that we should, you know, balance it out with something tight. And whilst I do agree, and I have had that comment, don't worry, the waistcoat is coming. If you know, you know. But I have had that comment before, and I totally get you. But sometimes, you know, we love a bit of loose, easy breezy. And for me, this is a classic example of when sleeveless kind of provides that. Because you've got your arms out, it gives you a little bit of, you know, I do have a body under here vibes, but equally, it's not too much. It's nice and high, the neckline. It's nice and cuts just at the right point. Again, similar to what we were saying about the t-shirt that's cropped, but not too cropped. And then this actually has a little split up the back, which again, just adds a little bit of a movement, adds a bit of interest. And then when it comes to footwear, now I'm getting the slightly chunkier trainers out. Now I know these are not super chunky, but they've got a bit of a platform, they've got a bit more body to them than the Sambas. And I think these look a lot better with these trousers than the Sambas would, because these trousers kind of need a bit of something. Whereas if I wear the Sambas, to be honest, they just get completely lost. I also like the fact that because these have a little bit of a platform, I was able to get these trousers hemmed to a length where they're just skimming the floor when I'm wearing them with trainers. But if I've got a pair of heels on, you can kind of see the heel and they look really, really lovely. Slash, I just kind of wear them a bit lower and we work with it. But this would be day 2, and this is a perfect outfit. Again, I have worn this to a wedding, a royal regatta, dinner, a lunch date, just some rehearsals. I've worn this on stage in front of thousands of people. It's been a whole thing, and I have loved this outfit. It's so versatile. So yes, if you're looking for a loose, billowy, linen vibe of wide leg trouser, honestly, you can't go wrong. By the way, I will link everything that I can link in the description box. A lot of my clothes are pre-loved slash old, and I won't be able to, but when I can, I will. And this is from Nobody's Child. Again, I ironed this shirt. I don't know why I bother. Now, if you are somebody who is a little bit more uncomfortable with showing their stomach, I fall into that category most days of the week, I don't mind telling you, then I actually really love a wide leg trouser with a longer shirt over the top. And I know a lot of people would immediately be like, I must tuck this in. But again, I feel like that's quite a millennial urge, if I may. So I actually think just having it untucked, preferably less wrinkled than this is right now, but something a bit more untucked is a bit more just relaxed. It's a little bit more low-key. And if you want to smarten it up, you can still do things like put your nice watch on, get some earrings in, put a necklace on. You can still dress this up, but you're still wearing that kind of more up-to-date wide leg look, but with a lovely classic shirt. I've just popped on my Chatham loafers because, quite frankly, I wanted a break from the white trainer, and I used this combination before in a previous video, but tan, I love being able to match the tan of the leather of my bag to my shoes, and I just think navy and tan. This is a color combination that is just beyond classic. It is always going to work. So if you're struggling for a top to wear with your wide leg trousers, when you are just having one of those days where you just want something a little bit longer, may I present to you the humble shirt. So it's day 4. We've reached the point in the week where we don't really even know how to put on clothes the right way, let alone put together an outfit that looks nice. So we're resorting back to our good old outfit uniforms, which we all must develop because they save us from going mad. Today I've gone for the all black ensemble. Now, obviously, starting with the wide legs, these are a gorgeous pair of black wide leg trousers from River Island. I adore them. They are one of the most versatile pieces I possess in my wardrobe. And then I paired them with my platform Adidas trainers because I didn't want this outfit to be too kind of stiff and formal. And I love these ones because they've got the black piping. I feel like they sort of soften the harshness of the white trainer and the black trouser, if that makes sense. I've then gone for my classic M&S black t-shirt. This is the same cut of t-shirt that I have in the white. I am also going to buy the navy, which I will explain why I need it in a bit. And then I have also popped on a little belt. Now, this is an outfit which you can do a little bit of a millennial tuck, just because then I think it does break up the outfit a little bit and just give it a bit more interest, show that we do actually have a little bit of shape underneath here. And then I popped on one of my all-time favorite necklaces and my good old faithful earrings. Honestly, I can't remember what I actually wore before I owned these. I wear them so much. And then just, you know, regular watch, regular jewelry. But I love this outfit. This is an absolute go-to for me when I don't know what to wear. I don't know what I feel like wearing. And also if I'm not 100% sure what the dress code vibe is, I love wearing this kind of thing for rehearsals because it's all black. So I feel comfortable in my pro musician wardrobe, but equally it's got a bit of something to it. It's not just a straight up all black outfit, if that makes sense. Now this outfit would be the perfect opportunity to wear the handbag that I may or may not have asked for my birthday. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then go and watch my autumnal wardrobe wishlist video and you'll see it there. Sorry, somebody called me and I'm pretty sure I've not put the camera back at the exact same angle and everything. So apologies if it has shifted, but I'm going to wear my beautiful little Sienna Oliver. It's either Sienna Oliver or Sienna Olivia. I'll have it linked in the description box. Little crossbody bag. I love this bag. It is just so versatile. And then, as almost always, I am going to pop on my classic RayBans so that we can hide the fact that we are people watching. And that is day 4 done. Yep, that's cold. Proving that wide-legged grey trousers don't have to be boring. I did have to get them hemmed by quite a chunk, so just bear that in mind. If you're buying any Boden trousers, I think they tend to cut them very, very long, but that's kind of okay because now I have got them hemmed so that they're absolutely perfect for me, which is, you know, kind of an ideal situation for me. Now, this top is actually a Sweaty Betty one, but it isn't gym wear in any way. It's actually quite a thick cotton, and this t-shirt, it's okay. Like, there's actually nothing wrong with it. I think I just prefer the cut of the M&S one. Just on me, it feels a bit more kind of loose and flowy. This almost feels a bit stiff, which to me in a t-shirt does feel slightly strange. I also don't feel like the navy matches as well as it could, but that is a minor detail that basically doesn't matter. But this again is another way of making wide leg trousers. If you're somebody that likes a little bit more interest in your outfit, you can buy quite a lot of wide leg trousers that have a detail similar to this one. I just think it just gives it that little bit of something extra, that little bit of interest. And also, if you are somebody that feels like wide leg trousers can make you look a bit heavy on the bottom and make you look a little out of proportion, these stripes that run down the side are super leg elongating. And I just think adds a little bit of, you know, flattering interest down the side, which again, I absolutely love. Now, I could do with a little bit of help on this one, because the only thing I struggle with anything when it's like a navy top, but not navy rest of the outfit, is what bag do you, like what colour bag would you go for with this? Because I could do my Strathbury, but I feel like it goes with the bottom half of the outfit, but I'm not convinced it goes with the navy of the top. And then I don't know whether I should just, like, I've already got navy, orange and grey going on in this outfit. Do we need to add green as well? So that would be something which I'm definitely still working on. What colour handbag would you put with this ensemble? Because your gal's struggling. Okay, yes, I know we are in all black again, but I thought you might forgive me for the sake of these trousers. I wanted to show a wide leg, really glam evening look. Now, obviously, I would go a bit more glam with my makeup if I was actually going out right now. But full disclosure, I'm going to put on my pajamas after I finish filming this video, so full glam was not happening. I wanted to show a little bit more of how you can wear these kinds of trousers in an evening look. Now, obviously, these trousers are fabulous, yes, I know, but they are just a full sequin moment and I adore them. They are elasticated waistband and they're so comfortable. And I actually got these from Tesco. Full disclosure, I would not normally buy clothes from Tesco, if I'm being perfectly honest, because do I trust the quality? Debatable, but these were too good to leave behind. And I paired them with my beautiful black and kind of white/grey, I don't know, tweed heels from Karl Lagerfeld, and I just think they are absolutely fabulous. So if you're thinking that you have to wear a dress for an evening look, particularly, I mean, I'd be very happy wearing this to a very formal evening event. Is it pushing the boat on black tie a little bit? Maybe, but to be honest, I wouldn't really mind. I think it's worth it, and I think it is smart enough, it's fabulous enough that anybody would just be jealous that you were swanning around in a really comfortable pair of fully sequined trousers, then they would be worried that you're not wearing a dress. Okay, last but by no means least, it's Sunday, it's end of the week. Maybe you're heading off to church, maybe you're heading out for a lovely relaxed coffee with a friend. Whatever you are up to, welcome to my favourite outfit that I wish I could wear all the time. I know it's nothing particularly groundbreaking, but genuinely, the amount of searching I searched for a pair of trousers just like this. If I come up close, can you see the texture of them? They're kind of like a tweed, but the way they fall is just lovely. I adore them. And actually, this entire outfit I bought at the same time, and it's all from H&M, which goes to show I am not particularly against buying from brands like H&M or Zara if it's going to be something that you wear to death. If you're only going to wear it once and then throw it away, that's when we run into this is not good, guys, okay? We all know this. But if you find something that is exactly what you've been looking for, but it's from a retailer that maybe isn't ideal, I would still suggest that buying that thing, wearing it into the absolute ground, is better than buying something that you kind of like, but then you barely wear. Anywho, I'll get off my soapbox, but genuinely, I love this outfit. I think a smarter pair of trousers paired with a really relaxed, slouchy jumper is such a vibe. Now, I would say if you're ever going to do this kind of combo, you do really need to think about your accessories. I would always wear a proper metal watch, not your active watch, okay? I have one. Okay, she's beautiful. She's a garment. I love her. I bought her because she is fairly aesthetic as far as fitness watches go. But I do just think there is something about a good old classic wristwatch which just, there's an elegance to it that you just can't achieve through a smartwatch. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, this one is from Olivia Burton. I love all her watches. I have her rose gold one, the Townhouse, I believe, as well. Love that. But then I've got a lovely little diamond bracelet on, obviously my wedding rings, a few different rings, a necklace. I mean, could we predict that I would wear these earrings? Yes, we could. And then I would wear my Strathbury with this outfit. I would want to dress it up a little bit by wearing a gorgeous handbag. I love how the green goes with the grey. It's a beautiful combination. It was actually this photo, which I'll put on the screen here, that sold me on the colour of this bag. I wasn't sure what I was going to go for when I was picking them out, but then I saw that photo and I was like, I wear a lot of grey and that looks fabulous, so we're going to go for that. So I would wear my Strathbury, I would pop a classic pair of RayBans on, and there you have it. It's relaxed, it's comfortable, but it's still a vibe, which is basically what I aim to achieve with everything I wear in my life. So I hope that this video has been helpful, both to my gorgeous Instagram follower, but also to you guys. So if any of you have any outfit queries, questions, videos you would like me to make, then either message me on Instagram. Like I said, if you would like to remain anonymous, that is totally fine. I will absolutely do that. Or just comment down below on this video and I will get making that for you, because always grateful for video ideas. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.